Biyernes, thank God it's Friday, January 27, 2023. Kakasok lang po na balita, inaprobahan na ng International Criminal Court ang panukalang muling buksan ng investigasyon kaugnay sa kaso ng war on drugs na ipinatupad ng Administrasyong Duterte. Pinaubayan naman ni dating ni Senator dating PNP Chief Bato de la Rosa sa Marcos administration ang desisyon kung kanila bang tatanggapin ang naturang pagsisiyasat. Ani na hindi siya babahala at handa siya harapin ang lumang kaso. Bukod pa dyan, inaprobahan na rin ng Asian Development Bank of the Philippines ang 30 bilyong piso ng Marcos administration para tugunan ang problema sa epekto ng pandemya at seguridad ng pagkain sa bansa. Kamakailan lamang din dumating na po ang mga produktong inangkat ng pamahalaan tulad na lamang ng galunggong at sibuyas. At speaking of sibuyas, pag-uusapan po natin ngayong hapon, walang iba po, makakasama natin, Palayan City Mayor Viandrei Cuevas. Magandang hapon, Mayor.
Hi, Karol. Magandang hapon.
Mayor, let's go straight to the point, no? Kilala po ang Nueva Ecija pagdating sa agri-products, no? Isa po kayo sa mga main supplier ng bansa pagdating dyan sa mga pagkain, especially onion. Kamusta po yung harvest season ngayon ng mga magsasaka dyan?
It's going, we're gonna start our harvest by March, pero yung storage namin, yung local storage namin fully booked na. So it's gonna has a capacity of 120,000 bags. And then we've also spoken with the other two storages na halos the same yung capacity, and they're all fully booked. So maganda naman po. And it's nice na hindi masyado na impact sila sa sa bagyo. So
Pero kamusta yung ngayon na dumating na yung mga import? Nakikita mo ba na maapektuhan yung kita ng ating mga onion growers dyan sa Palayan?
With our farmers, our cold onion storage is run a little bit differently to yung box, yung standard cold storage, where isang big trader lang yung hawak sa facility. This cold storage that we have is owned by several cooperatives, and these cooperatives sell directly to the market. When the prices went up, they were actually able to benefit from those prices. And a lot of people actually also came to Nueva Ecija and were able to buy those. We're able to buy directly from our facility. Dinadalaw talaga yung facility namin. So I can speak for our cooperatives. It worked for them kasi the system was in place to help them.
Is Palayan City Nueva Ecija planning to put up more storage facilities para sa ating mga farmers? Kasi nakita namin doon sa in-apply nyo sa Galing Pook na it is also being accessed by other farmers from nearby areas. Hindi lang siya exclusive sa Palayan.
At the moment, we have kasama, which they're actually planning on setting up another storage. It's actually, I think, in their second phase at the moment. It's an independent project that they set out to do. Kasi may need pa rin eh. There's still a need for cold storages. I think we're still lacking around 400,000 bags capacity storage. What we're trying to do, kasi malaking investment po siya eh. What we got for the cold storage was a grant from World Bank. And then we put in 10% equity. What we're gonna try and do now is because we have this really nice model that works. We have the full paperwork. We're planning to enter a lot more PPPs to encourage the setting up these kinds of facilities. So it's a good start kasi nandun na yung documents eh. There's the paperwork is there, the manual is there, how to set it up is all there. It says everything. So soon, hopefully.
Hopefully, no, Mayor. Even President Marcos mentioned putting up more cold storage facilities to help the farmers din na maprolong yung shelf life ng kanilang harvest. Palayan City has been a step ahead of those plans. What can you say about this na isa kayo doon sa mga nauna sa ganitong pagpaplano?
So it was actually the work of our former mayor. Thanks to her efforts, to the efforts of our CPDO, kay Arky March, Ate Dang, and then the cooperative, kay Manager Arnel and Sec, and all the members that Palayan City was able to set up this facility. It For us, it was just a matter of listening and collaborating with the farmers and seeing them not just as beneficiaries but as partners, in our projects. So for us, it was just a concern that they had. It was the best. It was one of the best options to be able to help them stabilize the market. Kasi yun talaga, dyan sila talaga na, dyan sila na, that's where we feel sorry. And like that's where we want to help them. How do we help them stabilize the market? How do we help them stabilize yung products nila para hindi din sila so they're not at the mercy of the market all the time. We also empower them to influence the who buys their products, how much they sell it for. So it's not always at the middleman. So yeah, that's it. It was
Pero in terms of communicating to the farmers, in terms of like providing their needs, meron bang ibang plano pa yung LGU on how to support them, especially in terms sa pagpapalakas ng research and development, science and technology?
At the moment, we do a lot of we're doing a lot more product development research. That's what I want to start bringing in. How do we upgrade our products? How do we make it more accessible? How do we give our farmers better access to the market? Actually, galing ako sa bundok. I was consulting with the farmers. What kind of products do we have here? How do we what would you like to do? And for me, it was nice to see and refreshing to see the farmer cooperatives wanting to take risks on changing their product. Because normally when they stick with one product, they historically, and traditionally, they just want to stick to what they know. Now I'm seeing that they wanted to turn their product into flour. They want to turn their product into wine or beer. We're starting to see a lot more of these cottage industries pop up. Kaya dyan po kami pumapasok, helping develop the cottage industries here to increase the value of the local products. We have a mango processing facility. We have a calamansi processing facility. We also provided starting kits and support for through the help of course, through the help of DTI, through the help of the DA regional. We are also promoting mechanization a lot. We're trying to teach our farmers na wag kayo matakot sa mechanization kasi it doesn't mean that you're gonna lose jobs. It just means that you're gonna get the job a lot faster. You're gonna get the jobs done a lot faster. So those are the kinds of those are the areas that we're really focusing on, and I would like in my time to develop even further. But we regularly have programs to support the farmers already and what they already have, such as distribution of seedlings, provision of mechanization already. But ayun, we also do a lot of trainings.
Mayor, isa daw sa mga problema ng mga farmers yung mataas na presyo ng mga fertilizer. Meron po bang ginagawa rin yung inyong LGU para mapababa ito, or nagpo-provide po ba kayo sa kanila ng ayuda or whatever, para kasi 'di ba kasama yan sa pagpapalakas o pagpaparami ng kanilang inaani?
What we're trying to do. So we have the baseline programs which are providing it we provide vouchers for them to be able to purchase fertilizers and gasoline if they need if
Mhm.
they need it, just to supplement whatever income they have, or if they've gone through if a typhoon has gone through their farm, is supplement lang namin through these vouchers, so with our trusted partners. Pero uh, looking further on, we're also working with a few different companies. We're doing demo farms. So for example, mataas na yung presyo ng fertilizer. We're looking into a lot of foliar companies to see if we can mitigate those costs. Kasi,
Mhm.
uh, and we were able to finish our first model farm, our first test, and ang daming magandang feedback from the farmers. They really they saw a big difference, and kahit na bagyo yung produkto nila, um, they were still able to harvest, and they were able to earn more as a result, while spending less. Sorry, they were able to
Mhm.
have a better yield while still decreasing yung costs nila. So
Input, oo.
yeah, so
Pero ako,
they were
Mayor, curious din ako, with all the support na binibigay ng LGU, ng DA, ng gobyerno, no? Ano ang feeling na todo support na kayo sa mga farmer, pero todo rin yung pag-import ng DA na nakakaapekto rin doon sa presyo ng supply na ibinebenta ng ating local farmers? What can you say about this?
That's a really hard question, and it's really it's not an easy, it's not an easy, it's not an easy situation. Because there's also like, uh, oh, of course, I don't want it. Ayoko malugi yung farmers namin. I want us to
Mhm.
prioritize and be proud of our local products. Um, but there's also the matter of supply chain. Do we have enough? Does the government give our farmers enough support that they can actually um, maximize the production of those farms? Or
Mhm.
what interventions does the government have to help our farmers reach their maximum so that we don't have to import? Kasi um, we can stop we can stop the imports, and I think that was a good move kasi nakita nila it brought back attention to our local farmers. What are we doing for our local farmers? Pero
Mhm.
how do we then what intervention steps then do we have to take um, to to be able to manage our supply and demand in the first place? How do we get our production up so that we don't have to import in the first place? Kahit nandun yung
Mhm.
importation, di ba? Kaya pan, ano, our farmers can still beat the prices. Kaya, I mean, even with, if you look at rice now also, because there was a issue about um, the rice tarification a few years ago as well. How do we make our farmers more competitive? I think is a bigger question.
Yeah. Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know,
Pero ang
it's not an easy.
pero mhm.
Yeah,
Pero yung sa inyo,
sorry.
Mayor, 'no, sa side ninyo sa LGU, you're doing all these efforts to help your farmers, to hear them out, to provide the support that they need. If you're gonna consult with the Department of Agriculture, considering na kayo sa Palayan City is isa kayo sa mga nangungunang producers ng onion or iba pang harvest sa bansa. If you are gonna suggest something sa DA to improve itong ating supply chain, what would you tell them?
Oh, I had a seminar the other day, and then I was also asked the same questions, and one of the things that my mentor had said is to have someone fully dedicated to DA, which I thought was quite.
So, para sa'yo,
uh,
Mayor, kailangan na bang magtalaga ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos ng DA secretary at hindi na siya dapat yung nandun?
yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Would you have someone in mind kung ikaw mag-iisip ng DA secretary, who would it be and why?
Oh, funny enough, I was also talking about this not too long ago. There are some, there's someone. My personal opinion, and it's not actually that well formed yet. Who should be DA secretary? Though I like that's already a disclaimer. I may not have the best answer, but I would like to think that someone who has siguro someone who has worked in a corporate before. One of the people that I was talking to was actually one of my good friends, and uh, he was helping. He really has a heart for the community, and but he worked in the government, then moved to corporate, and then I was like, oh,
Mhm,
maybe you
mhm.
want to work for the government again. It's because the corporates have a structure where it's when they practice farming, they're very open to new ideas and new, more efficient systems. um,
Mhm.
it's it's a different culture. I mean, uh, I don't have a specific person in mind, and I don't want to name drop, to be honest, or
Pero ito,
anything.
Mayor, ha, ang sa'kin kasi you're young, you are,
Yeah.
vibrant. Iba yung parang perspektibo ng isang batang mayor sa o mas batang mayor kumpara sa iba na pagdating doon sa pagtugon sa problema sa agrikultura. Siguro na pareho tayo ng generation mayor, no? Pero itong problema natin sa agriculture, sa food security, it has been going on for years.
Mhm.
At ikaw, you have the power to, do something and
Yeah.
change it, especially sa LGU ninyo. So what are the steps that you are taking on sa iyong termino bilang mayor to help our farmers para hindi na maulit itong cycle na paulit-ulit nga na problema na lang na binibenta nila ng sobrang baba yung presyo kasi may
Mm,
oversupply.
mm, mm, mm. Well, uh, this is why I've been having consultations with the farmers to really get to the root of the problem, to understand. Because when you tackle a problem, you also have to really look. You can't just say this is the solution. This is what we need to do.
Mhm.
You also have to look at the culture. It's quite hard to. It's really hard to just impress upon people what you might think is the right answer. These consultations recently have made me kind of actually I've been pretty lucky because they already have trust. They have trust in the local government unit to do the best for them. So I asked them. I said, "Oh, would you want to go look into product development? Kasi ngayon may ano and look into product development, diversified income as well, not just to plant one thing, and also look at
Mhm.
different systems um, of farming, different ways to make it more efficient." I've been slowly introducing new ideas for my administration, for my time. I'm impressing a lot of uh, I'm showing them a lot of new technology. I'm giving them support and security when experimenting para hindi din sila matakot. Sabi ko,
Mhm.
okay, these are the the options that we have, and then if it doesn't work, we'll be there to support you. Um like one of the programs that I want to replicate, I saw with one of my friends is he's doing a foliar, and then he said, we're guaranteed to reach this volume of products. If it doesn't reach that, we'll pay you the amount that it hasn't reached in the first place.
Hmm.
So for me, it's about supporting them when they're doing different, when they're experimenting, because agriculture is a science. You have to experiment to move forward.
Yeah.
You have to make mistakes. You have to learn. But of course, because this is their livelihood, they don't want to take that risk. So
Mhm.
my like how I see my job at the moment is to mitigate those risks for them. When disasters come, uh, how do we manage the
Mhm.
hazards
Mhm.
that naturally occur every year? So, um,
Mhm.
it's there's a lot of things I would like to do. And we're slowly moving towards that way. But it's a long and complex. There's a lot of. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat. There's a lot of problems in the way we do agriculture. But
Mhm. Mhm.
hopefully, step by step,
Mhm.
I can see, for me, I can see the culture changing. So I'm positive. Mhm.
Well, hopefully, Mayor, no, it's a really daunting task to be in. It's a daunting job to be in. And of course, no, we hope na this time sa iyong termino, matugunan, masolusyonan yung mga same concerns ng ating mga farmers. With that, Mayor Vian, kung meron po kayong mga mensahe sa inyong mga constituents, sa ating po mga tagapanood ngayong hapon, nasa inyo pong pagkakataon.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Carol, for having me, and Political Life um, for having me today to be able to talk about the programs that we have in Palayan. Ayun, sa mga Palayan nanonood, if you guys are there, thanks. Thank you for watching, uh, and yeah, supporting as always. Andito lang kami para sa inyo. Everyday ko naman sila nakikita. Ayun, thank you so much for your time.
Yan. Maraming salamat po, Mayor Vian, and ingat po kayo.
Thank you, Carol.
Ayun na, para sa ating mga viewers, yung highlight po ng ating interview kay Mayor Viandrei Cuevas, mapapanood niyo po yan sa ating mga social media pages. Marami pong mga best practices yung maaari nating makita, matutunan mula sa mga iba't ibang LGU, especially na itong Palayan City, ay isa sila doon sa mga pinakaunang mga LGU sa Pilipinas na meron ng cold storage program. Yan po ay nakakatulong para doon sa mga farmers na ma-store muna yung kanilang mga products, especially onion, para mapahaba yung shelf life ng kanilang mga produkto. In this way, we're also helping yung ating market na ma-stabilize yung price at matulungan din natin yung ating mga farmers na mapataas yung kanilang kita. Sa ngayon, narito na po ang ating mga Sapol Balita headlines. Pangulong Marcos ipinag-utos ang pagpapalawig ng online visa application sa ilang mga dayuhang turista na bibisita sa bansa. Mental health issue ng mga estudyante tututukan ng DePed. Vice President Sara Duterte nais makapagtulungan sa PBBM para sa seguridad ng mga mag-aaral. At para po sa ating mga pet lover, welcome na po kayo dahil pwede na pong isakay ang inyong mga fur babies sa LRT2. Sa detaling atong mabalita ngayong hapon, kasabay ng inaasahang pagdagsa ng mga dayuhang turista na bibisita ngayong taon sa bansa, inagutos ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos na palawigin pa ang online visa application o yung tinatawag na e-visa. Yan ay para sa mga Chinese, Indian, South Korean at Japanese nationals. Ayon sa palasyo, layo ng inisyatibong ito na makuha ang tourism market ng mga nasabing foreign travelers para makatulong na mayangat ang sektor ng turismo. Sa pakikipagpulong ng Pangulo, kasama ang Private Sector Industry Advisory Council Tourism Sector, inirekomenda nila na isama ang mga Indian national sa ilalim ng Visa Upon Arrival Program at ang extension ng e-visa sa kasalukuyang magagamit lamang para sa mga Taiwanese, Chinese, Indian, South Korean at Japanese. Nakikipag-ugnayan niya ang DFA sa DICT para sa mga usaping teknikal sa pag-i-issue ng e-visa. Matatanda ang target ng Department of Tourism ngayong taon na makakolekta ng higit 2 trilyong pisong annual gross income mula sa halos 5 milyong tourist arrivals. Samantala, kaugnay naman sa ikinakasang JATSA Amendment, hiniling ng Philippine Constitution Association o PhilConsa sa publiko na tanggapin at maging positibo ang intensyon ng gobyerno na amyendahan ang kasalukuyang konstitusyon ng Pilipinas. Matatandaan ng PhilConsa ang isa sa mga inimbitahan ng Kamara para magbigay ng kanilang opinyon sa panukalang charter change. Ayon sa PhilConsa, mainam kung susuportahan ng mga Pilipino ang hakbanging ito para magkapagdulot ng mas maganda at positibong patakaran sa bansa. Hindi anya magandang simula ng pagdudahan ng panukalang amyenda. Paliwanag naman ng PhilConsa, pinag-aaralang mabuti ng Kongreso kung ang gagawing konstitusyon ay living organism or strictly legal document lamang. Dagdag pa niya, ang konstitusyon ang fundamental law na pinagbabatayan ng mga ginagawang batas ng gobyerno. Sa iba pang balita ngayong hapon, kasunod ng mga napaulat na on-campus violence sa ilang lugar sa bansa, mas paigti naman ng Department of Education ang kanilang mga programang tutugon sa mental health issues ng mga mag-aaral. Gayon din ang seguridad sa mga paaralan. Ayon sa departamento, nakikipag-ugnay na umano sila sa mga eksperto sa mental health para bumuo ng sapat na programa kaugnay sa issue. Nagbigay naman ng direktiba si Vice President Sara Duterte na siya ring tumatayong kalihim ng DePed sa mga regional school division offices. Yan ay para makipagtulungan sa hari ng pulisya sa ikakasang spot inspection ng mga armas sa paaralan. Matatandaang noong isang linggo, 2 magkabukod o bukod na insidente ng school violence ang napaulat sa publiko. Samantala, mataas naman ang posibilidad na alisin na ng World Health Organization ang umiiral na public health emergency status bunsod ng COVID-19 sa bansa. Ayon kay Dr. Ronjin Solante, gamay na umano ng mga medical facilities at mga health workers ang pagtugon sa COVID. Subalit git ni Solante, importante pa rin ang pagsusuot ng face mask at pagpapabakuna kahit palisin ang ipinatutupad o umiiral na emergency health status. Makatutulong anyang naturang mga hakbang para proteksyonan ang mga sarili para sa mga malalang damage o mga maidudulot ng sakit. Magpupulong ngayong araw ang komite ng WHO para hatulan ang kinukonsidera pa ring global health issue ang COVID-19. Sa ibang balita, bagamat tumaas umano ng 7.2% ang ekonomiya ng Pilipinas noong 2022, maraming mga Pinoy pa rin ang umaapila na hindi raw nila ramdam ang epekto nito sa araw-araw na pamumuhay. Giit ng Trade Union Congress of the Philippines o TUCP, mas nangingibabaw ang epekto ng inflation, ang mataas na presyo ng mga pangunahing bilihin lalo pa sa mga pamilya na kumikita lamang ng minimum wage. Matatandaan na sumiba sa 8.1% ang naitalang inflation rate sa bansa noong nakaraang taon, habang lagpas naman sa 10% ang taas presyo sa pagkain at mahigit 30% rito ay galing naman sa produktong gulay. Apela ng TUCP sa gobyerno lutusin ang isyu ng iligal na pagpupuslit ng mga produkto sa bansa at maglatag rin ng malinaw na agricultural roadmap para matulungan ang mga magsasaka na marami at mapataas ang kanilang produksyon. Hiling rin nila na palawakin pa ng pamahalaan ang mga pamilihang may diskwentro tulad na lamang ng mga kadiwa stores para mas maraming Pilipino ang makabili ng mas murang bilihin. Sa pagpapatuloy pa po ng ating balitaan ngayong hapon, good news naman para po doon sa mga pet lovers, mga fur mommies at fur daddies. Dahil medyo gagaan na po ang pangbiyahe kasama ang inyong mga fur babies. Pinayagan na po ng Light Rail Transit o LRT Line 2 na maisakay ang inyong mga alagang hayop ng mga pasahero mula po yan ngayong Pebrero. Layon anya ng pamunuan ng LRT2 na gawing pet-friendly ang operasyon ng kanilang mga pampasaherong tren. Kasalukuyan nagbibigay ng information materials at briefing ang mga security personnel tungkol sa bagong polisiya. Patay rito, tanging mga maliliit na pets lamang ang papayagan o maliliit na alagang hayop na dapat rin ay fully vaccinated, nasa loob ng care at cage at nakasuot pa rin ng diaper sa loob ng tren. Para po sa ating pinakahuling balita ngayong hapon, inasahan po na darating sa bansa mamayang gabi ang labi ng isang Filipino OFW sa Kuwait. Ayon sa ulat ng Department of Foreign Affairs, mismong ama ng 17 bilang na Kuwaiti suspect at amo ng nasabing Pinay OFW ang sumagot sa lahat ng gastusin sa pagpapauwi sa bangkay. Tiniyak rin ng DFA ang abogadong hawak sa kaso at ang patuloy na pakipag-ugnayan ng Embahada ng Pilipinas sa Kuwait para bigyang hustisya ang walang awang pagsunog sa OFW noong nakarang linggo. Samantala, inaasikaso na rin ng DFA na maiuwi sa Pilipinas ang bangkay ng OFW transgender na natagpuan na lamang patay sa kanyang hotel room sa New York City noong Enero. Nakipag-ugnayan naman umano ang Philippine Consulate sa pamilya ng Pinoy sa Davao para sa disposisyon ng mga labi nito. Ayon sa DFA, idineklarang dead on arrival ang biktima sa pinakamalapit na ospital sa lugar. Nananatili pa rin namang under investigation ang totoong pagkamatay ng naturang OFW. Ito na po muna ang mga balitang aming nakalap sa buong magdamag. Tutok po muli kayo sa aming programa sa Monday na po, alas 3 po ng hapon para po sa aming wrap-up at mga top news sa Snitch. Ito po yung mga live news po namin. Abangan niyo po yan bukas. Sabado po, alas 5 ng hapon. Ako po si Karol para sa Balitang Sapol.